Tom Wrigglesworth's Hang-Ups by Tom Wrigglesworth and James Kettle. Episode 3, Horsing Around.
Hello, Sheffield 61977.
Hey, Mum, it's me, Tom.
Tom, are you sure it's you, love?
Of course I'm sure it's me. What is this? Philosophy for the over 60s?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just we've been having ever such a lot of trouble with the Avon lady.
You've still got an Avon lady? That door-to-door lotions and potions woman?
Yes, she sells all sorts. And she comes to the house. It's ever so convenient.
What about the internet?
Oh, I don't think she sells that. It's mainly cosmetics.
What I mean is, the Avon lady's out of date. She's a failed business model.
Oh, she could have been a model. She carries herself beautifully, like a proud heron.
What's the problem, then?
She's been sacked.
How come?
Well, a few months ago, she sent a younger sister out on the rounds while she went away on holiday. But everybody thought it was the same person. And she let us believe the fact she looked 10 years younger was down to a new face cream they were selling.
How many jars did you buy?
8. Oh, we don't know who to trust, Tom. First Operation Nutri and now this. How are things with you?
Oh, they're all right. I've got a problem with the car.
Cars? I'll put your dad on.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the kind of thing I'm faced with every Sunday night when I call home. I live in London, about 180 miles from my parents, who live in Sheffield, South Yorkshire's answer to Venice. If you're prepared to swap the canals for the Supertram and St Mark's Basilica for the Meadowhall Shopping Centre. They share the house. Upstairs are my parents, downstairs is my granny. The bottom half of the house is a friendly, relaxed place where all are welcome. The top half is a rogue state, teetering on the brink of collapse, where visitors are viewed with suspicion. It's like a semi-detached version of Korea. Cars are not a subject my mother will chat about. My dad does most of the driving. She's got a licence, but it's really just used as an overflow for any of his extraneous speeding points. It's the only Lib Dem policy my dad agrees with. No, anything mechanical gets passed over straight to my dad. He's like a 24-hour customer service centre, in that he never knows the answer and frequently gives the impression that English is not his first language.
Who's this?
It's Tom, your son, Tom.
Would you mind answering a quick security question? We're having problems with imposters round here. What is your date of birth?
5576.
Catherine, when's Tom's date of birth?
Dad, it is me. I was just telling Mum I'd had a problem with the car. She said I should talk to you about it.
Yes. Quite right. Come to your dad. I mean, you can't be trusted to fix a motor vehicle.
But I've got a degree in engineering.
Have you?
Yes. I went to Salford for 3 years.
Did you? I thought you were just sulking upstairs.
No. Anyway, the timing belt's gone. The garage says it's going to cost 600 quid.
600 quid? According to the Avon catalogue, you could get 300 tubs of hand and nail cream for that.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the kind of mechanical advice I get from my dad. Before all of this, there was nothing wrong with my car. But in the time it took what is basically a giant rubber band to snap, it went from being my pride and joy to a financial black hole. My car had become the vehicular equivalent of grease, and God knows I'd eaten enough kebabs in it. The thing about a timing belt is, it's one of those things that you've never heard of until it breaks and ruins everything. The timing belt is to the car what the metatarsal bone is to the England World Cup squad.
Oh, the timing belt, yes. Everyone knows you've got to keep on top of that one.
Oh, really, Dad? So, what is a timing belt, then?
I'll tell you what it is, son. In your case, it's a job for the garage.
It's already there. But this is the last time.
Tom, leave it to the garage. You should listen to me on this one.
If I listened to you, I'd be driving around in 300 pots of hand and nail cream. I can fix a car.
When you were a lad, you couldn't even work out why your speak and spell had stopped working.
Yes, I could. You'd taken the batteries out.
I know, a bit of peace and quiet was worth far more to me than your literacy. Hold on. Your mother's waving her hands about.
She probably wants to speak to me.
I think that's very unlikely, Tom. She had ample opportunities in the 18 years you were cluttering up the place. Oh, no. You're right.
Tom?
He's on about fixing his own car.
Tom, we're planning to come and visit you.
Sorry, Mum. I'm really busy at the moment. I'm not sure I've got space in the diary right now to see you and Dad.
Your dad's not coming.
Oh, fine. Pick a day.
Tom, I'm coming up with your sister. Amy needs cheering up after the job interview, and she wants to see War Horse.
I didn't know you were into theatre.
I can't stand it, Tom. I get very anxious. You know how the sound of other people eating minstrels sets off my restless leg syndrome? But Amy's got her heart set on War Horse. She's already seen the film and read the book.
Great. That's what I look for from the theatre. An evening of no surprises whatsoever.
We're coming down next Thursday. If we can come early, we can catch a matinee performance and then get back on the train the same day.
Why the flying visit?
Things get very difficult with your father if he's left unattended for more than 2 meals. Last time we tried that, I was cleaning bits of sausage out of the microwave for 3 days.
I'll tell you what, why don't I take Amy to War Horse?
Have you seen it?
I've seen the film. Well, the end of the film. I was in floods.
Yes, I hear it's very emotional.
No, flash floods. That's why I missed most of it. I was driving back from a gig and I got swamped in Essex. Look, what I'm saying is, if you don't want to go to the theatre, you don't have to. Amy can come down and I'll take her. It'll work out fine, trust me.
Tom, I couldn't trust you to take out our bins on a Tuesday.
Of course I could take out your bins on a Tuesday.
Our bin day's Wednesday. Point proved. Anyway, we can't let your sister go all that way on her own. I mean, it's London we're talking here. Your dad says it's not worth the risk when they're not even real horses. He reckons it's a swindle. They're just a load of puppets and wires. Think about it, Tom. She might wander off at the wrong stop. She might not get the right train.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it may sound like my parents are being a bit overprotective, especially as my sister is 35. But their fears do have some weight to them. My sister, born about 1.5 years after me, is, well, she's special, you see. Special to me in the fact that my earliest memories always involve her, but also special in the broader sense. She's got learning difficulties. She was fairly recently diagnosed with dyscalculia, which is to numbers what dyslexia is to letters. Although, all things being fair, because the word describing difficulties with letters is so difficult to spell, then by rights, dyscalculia shouldn't be called dyscalculia. It should be called the square root of 76/4. And because she can't count, she has all sorts of problems. That's why she messed up this job interview my mum was talking about. She couldn't get a job as a checkout girl because she can't be trusted with money. I mean, you know, she can't count it. Also, she's a massive thief. Not really. I mean, I'm sure most of you have special people in your lives and therefore know as well as I do that people with learning difficulties or similar are, well, special. Probably my sister's biggest asset, yet her biggest downfall is her social unpredictability. For example, you might introduce her to someone, your mate John say, and she'll say, "Why is he so fat?" And you can't say that. You just can't. Even if it is the very thing you've been wondering about John ever since you've known him. Even if John is quite literally the elephant in the room. My sister has her difficulties, but she's also got her strengths. She's instantly endearing, and she can recognise any opera from the first few notes. And when she blinks, she really blinks. The action's not just localised to the eyelid area. She puts her whole body into the blink, as if she's really trying to make this one count, or trying to reset the confusing world around her. Now, my mum and dad worry about her, and I can see their point of view. Obviously, it comes from them wanting to protect her. But there is such a thing as too much protection. I think we've all used that line, lads. You see, the more I thought about it, the more I wanted Amy to come to London on her own to prove a point, really. But I knew I was never going to convince my mum on my own.
Hello. Before you say anything, I have no interest in already being the lucky winner of this month's prize draw.
Granny, it's me, Tom. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm all right, Thomas. And how are you?
I need a bit of help. Do you think you can persuade Mum that it's OK for Amy to come to London on her own?
Oh, she won't listen to me about something like that, Thomas. They don't trust me to clean my own teeth. They take them off me and rinse them themselves. Ever since that one time I mixed up the Steradent with the Barocca, I had orange teeth, and your dad was vomiting for days.
But it'd be great to prove she can do it and that I can be trusted. It'd be such a fantastic achievement. For her, I mean, for her.
I remember London. It feels like I was there just the other day. Did they ever finish the M1?
So, ladies and gentlemen, there was no help coming from my granny. She's right, really. My mum and dad don't listen to her. But you never listen to the generation next to you. I don't listen to my mum and dad, but I do listen to granny. And they don't listen to her. But maybe they'll listen to any kids I have in the future. In fact, it's almost worth procreating just so I can have someone to keep my parents in line. After a week of painful negotiations, me and my mum had got absolutely nowhere.
She's got to remember, and all the crowds and the reserved seats and the buses at the other end, and then there's the taxis. I saw it on the television. If it's not booked, it's just a stranger's car. Oh, hold on. Your dad's flapping next to me. He looks like a penguin struggling to keep a secret. I'll put him on.
Tom, for God's sake, what's all this talk about a stranger's car?
It's just Mum, worrying about unlicensed minicabs.
Oh, that's a relief. So you're driving an unlicensed minicab?
What?
You're finally making something of your life.
No, Dad, I was trying to persuade Mum that Amy will be all right on her own. She can get the train, and I'll be there to meet her at the other end.
Absolutely no chance. I'm not putting your sister on a train on her own. They can't be trusted. Last time I went by rail, we got halfway there, and an announcement came on that the train was splitting in two. I mean, I know the rolling stock's seen better days, but you don't expect the whole thing to come apart at the seams en route.
Yeah, but they don't mean...
I was in the toilet when I heard. They announced that the front four carriages were splitting off. Well, I'd no idea what carriage I was in, and by the time I'd worked out how to unlock the toilet door, we'd separated and I was in the wrong end. Everything was chugging off in the opposite direction. Me overcoat, me sandwiches, and me book about the Battle of Jutland.
God, what happened?
Vice Admiral Shear evaded Jellicoe's forces. And both sides...
No, I mean, what happened on the train?
Oh, it was terrible, Tom. Absolutely terrible. They ran out of hot water in the buffet car and I ended up in Lancashire. Dehydrated and on the wrong side of the Pennines. It was like working the Thai-Burma Railway. I've had flashbacks.
Honestly, Dad, I'll take care of Amy. She can come down to London by herself. You can trust me with this.
Really, Tom? You think I can trust my only daughter to a man who doesn't even know that a timing belt is... a toothed belt used to regulate crankshaft and camshaft rotation during the intake and exhaust strokes of the engine.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, to cut a long story short, and an even longer phone call shorter, I finally persuaded my mum and dad that I could be trusted with Amy. To them, it was the riskiest thing they'd done since they went away for the weekend and left the bathroom window slightly ajar. So I set about fixing it all up. I booked the tickets for the theatre, I booked the tickets for the train, and I got the car back from the garage, and I treated it to a brand new car stereo to match the brand new timing belt. It's got a subwoofer now, giving you fantastic bass reproduction. And that's quite good for maintenance as well, because if there are any loose bolts on the car, they soon get shaken off by the rousing rumble of Barry White.
Sheffield 61977.
Hey, Dad, it's Tom.
Really? Could you confirm your mother's maiden name?
Not with any degree of confidence.
No, me neither.
How are things?
I tell you, Tom, this new Avon lady's a nightmare. Messed up our order. I've been using hairstyling mousse as shaving cream for the past 3 days. It hardly softens the bristles. All it does is fix them in odd positions. I've been cut to pieces. How are things your end?
Everything's smooth here. I'm all ready for Warhorse.
It's a complete con. You know there's no actual horses in it. How much do the tickets cost?
120 quid.
120 quid? Your Uncle Peter knows a bloke who'll set up real horses fighting for a lot less than that. How's the car?
Oh, it's fine. Hey, you'll like this, Dad. I've got a new stereo, and I fitted it myself.
Oh, no. I'm telling your sister she's not to touch anything in that car unless she's wearing thick rubber-soled shoes.
Dad, I understand electronics.
I understand the theory of evolution, son, but that doesn't mean I'm about to tinker with it. Now, your sister's whole itinerary has been planned and mapped. I've told her she catches the train from Sheffield at 1100 hours and will arrive at London St Pancras at 1300 hours. She's a bit worried that means she'll be on the train for 200 hours, but I've told her to take a book. Now, it's absolutely vital that you're there to meet her on the platform.
Oh, they won't let you do that these days, Dad. I'll have to wait by the barriers.
Oh, no. This is a nightmare. Well, that's it, Tom. The whole thing's off.
Steady on, Dad. Dad?
Tom, it's your mum. What's happened?
Oh, he's overreacting.
Oh, Tom. You know he means business when he starts using the 24-hour clock. What did you say to him?
I didn't say anything. I was just explaining about the barriers and the fact that you... What's that?
It's your dad's whale music. It's supposed to calm him down. Doesn't work. He just gets upset at the thought of Moby Dick getting harpooned.
Mum, tell him it's going to be absolutely fine. I'll wait at the end of the platform. I'll see Amy when she gets off the train.
Well, you better hold up a sign so she spots you.
She'll recognise me.
Richard, he says he won't hold a sign up. Amy will recognise him.
Of course you won't recognise him. I'm his father and I'd struggle to pick him out in a crowd. To me, it's just sort of a blur with hair.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, to cut an even longer story short, and an even longer phone call even shorter, I finally managed to talk them down and the trip was back on. Thursday morning dawned and I was ready for everything. Hello?
Thomas, it's your granny. Just calling to say, have fun with Amy.
Oh, thanks, Granny. What's the atmosphere like over there? But it's absolute pandemonium.
More a sort of eerie quiet, the calm before the storm. Your mum and dad are spending a few hours with Amy. Your dad says it could be their last.
That's ridiculous.
So, are you all set?
Yeah, ready to drive to the station. Just doing a last-minute car check, you know. I need to top up the old screen wash.
Oh, yes. I remember your granddad used to get by with a squirt of washing up liquid. He was so proud of that car. He did all the driving, of course. I was just there to soak up the speeding points.
So that's what I did, ladies and gentlemen. I just added a dash of fairy liquid to the screen wash bottle, and off I went. What I hadn't accounted for is that modern washing up liquid is 10 times more concentrated. I was just on my way to the station when I thought, ooh, the window could do with a quick wash, so I pulled the trigger. I was met with a tidal wave of thick white froth that lurched its way up the windscreen, immediately blocking my view. I managed to park up in a side street and I tried to squirt as much of it through the system as possible. I was prepared to hear myself mentioned on the local traffic news as motorists are warned of a cartoon Willy Wonka car emitting a stream of comical bubbles. Fortunately, I maintained a cool head. I stayed put in the car, pumping away as bubbles flew all around me, the wiper blade struggling to cut me free of my foamy prison, and I kept going until I had calmly, quietly, and comprehensively burnt out the windscreen wiper motor. And it was at that point that it started raining.
Hello? Is that you, Amy? You're doing great, love. Just a few 100 hours to go.
No, Dad, it's me. I'm just checking. You know, just out of interest, really. Amy's train hasn't by any chance been delayed at all, has it?
Absolutely not, Tom. Bang on time. Everything all right with you?
Yeah, it's great, Dad. I was just wondering if you could give me a bit of advice.
Certainly, Tom. People talk about stocks and shares, but I always think the best investment is a good pair of properly made boots.
No, not that sort of advice. There's a bit of a problem with the car. It's minor, but I seem to have burnt out the windscreen wiper motor.
You've done what?
I filled the bottle up with washing up liquid. I've sprayed bubbles across 2 miles of East London.
Oh, no, Tom. I knew I couldn't trust you to pick up your sister. Catherine?
What is it?
Tom's trapped himself in a textbook rain-stop play situation.
I want you to both stay calm.
How can we be calm, Tom? Your sister's arriving any minute now and you're nowhere near. Why did I listen to you? I might as well have glued feathers on her arms and told her to fly up to the sun.
Give me that. Shall we ring someone, Tom? Do you need an airlift?
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I rang off. I knew this was a pretty serious situation. I'd promised to be there to pick Amy up. How would a girl whose dyscalculia means she can't work on a checkout survive when confronted with 15 different platforms of St Pancras International? There was a very real danger she was going to end up in the worst of all possible situations. Lille. So I ditched my car, and as I'm running through the rain, I call my sister to tell her not to worry, to go and sit somewhere safe and wait for me to turn up.
This is the voicemail of Amy Wrigglesworth. Do you recognise this aria? Please leave your answer and a brief message after the beep.
That's great. Typical, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? The one person in the world you need to contact, and they're not picking up. By this time, my anxiety levels were really rocketing. If you imagine anxiety as a spectrum with, at one end, something like, did I close the fridge door properly? And at the other end, shall I tell the wife about the county court judgment? Then I was at the point marked, crouching behind the sofa, hiding from the bailiffs. In situations like these, I know there's only one person I can call.
Hello?
Granny, it's Tom. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm running to the bus stop.
Oh, Thomas, it sounds like everyone's in a bit of a pickle. Your dad's just left. He's on his way to London.
What?
The things he was saying about you, Thomas. I haven't seen him so angry since they added 1 to the local area codes. Fancy it happening the day after he bought 200 personalised letterheads.
Where's Amy? Has anyone heard from her?
No, I've never known anything like it. Your sister set off on her own, your dad vowing to find her and bring her back, your mother ringing around as everyone enters the fray. It's like War Horse, but without the horses.
I've let everyone down. Maybe Dad's right. I can't be trusted.
Oh, it's all about you, is it, Thomas? I thought today was supposed to be about Amy.
Well, that's what I mean. I've let her down more than anyone.
Then perhaps you shouldn't have used your sister to try and prove a point.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about you, Thomas. As you're always insisting on doing things your way. You're part of a family. Some things you just have to accept are the way they are. I was saying to the Avon lady the other day, the most important thing you can learn in this life is to let people be who they are.
Even if they're actually their own younger sister.
Even then. Anyway, despite you and your mum and dad flapping around, Amy will be just fine. Trust me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, not for the first time after talking to my granny, I got on the bus feeling a little bit reassured. On my personal anxiety spectrum, I'd backed off from the bailiffs and was hovering at about lost passport level. Even better news, as soon as my granny went, I had a call from my sister. As I hadn't been there to meet her at the station, she'd gone directly to the theatre. She was going to leave my ticket on the door, and she said I could meet her in there. And she had a wonderful time on the train. The first 100 hours were on the slow side, but the second 100 flew by. I got to the theatre just in time to see the end of War Horse, for the second time. And let me tell you, the end of that play is just as moving on stage as it is on film. I'd go so far as to say that the end of War Horse is so good, it makes you genuinely curious to find out what led up to it. Hello?
Hello, Tom, it's your mum. Amy's just walked in the door. Had a wonderful time. No thanks to you. I can't believe you let your sister cross London by herself.
Did she tell you how she found the theatre?
I assume some good Samaritan found her and took her under their wing.
You've not been to London for a while, have you, Mum?
I always tell her to look for an older woman. They're more trustworthy. Like the Avon lady. Except that she can't be trusted. You should see your dad's bristles, Tom. He's patchier than a worn-out doormat. How is he, by the way?
Who?
Your dad.
He's not with me.
He left for London about 6 hours ago. Were you not waiting for him on the platform?
No, you can't do that anymore.
Oh, he'd have missed you anyway if you weren't holding a sign.
Well, where is he then? I better say goodbye and give him a call.
You better had.
Hello, I've only got one battery bar, so you better make it quick.
Who is this?
What? Tom, you called me. It's your dad.
I would take your word for it, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you a security question. What is your blood type?
I'll tell you my blood type, Tom. It's boiling.
Where are you?
Lincoln. I'm absolutely furious, even though it does have a beautiful cathedral.
How are you in Lincoln?
I was coming down to London. I got as far as Rugby and I heard your sister was all right, so I turned back home. The train only went and split on me again. They're like worms, Tom.
It's been a bad day all round, this.
Didn't Amy have a good time?
Yeah, she did. Isn't she amazing? She got to London and back all by herself while we were breaking down or splitting up. I mean, imagine what she could do if she could count.
I know. She'd be a checkout girl. Tom, how did she manage to get herself to the theatre?
Well, that's a bit like the question, what is a timing belt?
How do you mean?
Well, it's something for me to know and for you to find out.
Aria, please leave your answer and a brief message after the beep.
Hello, Amy. It's Granny here. I know Thomas is going to be late, but just follow the route we worked out to get to the theatre and you'll be fine. Take the black railway line, black like the mask in Don Giovanni. Change at Monument, like the monumental fire at the end of Wagner's Ring Cycle. Then take the red line, red like the blood of Madame Butterfly, and get off at Covent Garden, where the Royal Opera House is. Have a wonderful time, Amy. And give my love to Thomas. Bye.
Tom Wrigglesworth's Hang-Ups was written by Tom Wrigglesworth and James Kettle, with additional material by Miles Jupp. It starred Judy Parfitt, Paul Copley, Kate Anthony, Amy Wrigglesworth and Tom Wrigglesworth. The producer was Katie Tyrrell.
Hello, Mum or Dad?
Hello, is Tom there?
What do you mean he's Tom there? It is Tom. It's my phone.
Ah, good. With a number this long, I rarely dial it right the first time. Last time I tried phoning you, I ended up confusing a carpenter in Cardiff.
What?
Talk about language barriers. I came within a whisker of commissioning an occasional table. Now, that's the last thing we need, Tom. We already have more tables than we have occasions. Are you busy?
I am right now, yeah. I'm just about to drive to the gym.
Drive to the gym? You don't know you're born. When I were a lad, I used to walk to school. 2 miles there and 3 miles back.
3 miles back?
Yeah, I used to take a shortcut on the way so I wouldn't be late. What are you going to the gym for, anyway?
I'm getting fit. Seizing the day, Dad. Carpe diem.
Don't use your London words with me, Tom. I'm your father.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is already a strange situation. My dad never rings me unless there's been a bereavement or the TV's broken. I'll never forget the night Vera Duckworth died. The screen faded to black and he thought he had to deal with both crises at the same time. I, on the other hand, phone home every week, always on the same day, always at the same time, and always to them, unexpectedly. I live in London. My mum and dad are in Sheffield. They live approximately 3 hours north of me and, for some reason, approximately 20 years behind. They live in the same house as my granny. They've got the upper floor and she's got the lower. Upstairs has all the chaos and frantic, panicked activity of the New York Stock Exchange, whereas downstairs is an oasis of peace and tranquility, with very little going on, like the Irish Stock Exchange. Only with less butter trading. I knew that if my dad had called me, there had to be a very important reason.
Well, we've lost someone.
Oh, God. Who?
A great Uncle Edward.
Who? When did he die?
1933.
Yeah. I can see that's come as a bit of a shock. Try taking each decade at a time.
No, Tom. I've lost my notes on Great Uncle Edward. 2 flipping weeks I've spent in the South Yorkshire County Records office looking it all up for the Wrigglesworth family tree.
Fascinating as all this is, I'm off to the gym. I'm supposed to...
You see, the problem is I've lost the notes on Great Uncle Edward. I were out for a walk and they blew off Stanage Edge. It's funny how history repeats itself. That's actually how he died. Some thought he brought it upon himself by wandering into Derbyshire. So I was wondering if I could jog your memory. Can you remember what your great Uncle Edward did?
I doubt it. I've never heard of him.
Can you not Google it or whatever it is you do?
Oh, well, I'll try. I'm sure there's a website called whattomsdeadrelatives.didforaliving.com.
Really? God, the things you can do these days. Hold on. Your mother wants a word. It's only Tom, love. No, she still wants a word.
Hello, Tom. How you doing?
I'm running late. That's how I'm doing.
Is it? Oh, that must be lovely.
What?
Right, he's out of the room, Tom. We can talk freely. I'm having ever such trouble with your father.
What sort of trouble?
I barely see him, Tom. He's always down the county records office checking out that fancy woman of his.
Fancy woman?
Great Aunt Enid. She died of typhus in 1854, but she's more alive to him than I am these days. Oh, Tom, it's lonely round here sometimes now that you kids have all left home.
Why don't you get yourself some company, Mum? Remember when you were short of cash and you put those Japanese students up?
Oh, they were great days, Tom. They even got us into that sushi. Your dad still likes his cod a little underdone. He's back. Yes, Tom, you're quite right. People are getting taller these days. I blame antibiotics. Bye, love.
Give that here. Tom, before you go, I wanted to tell you something. I've solved the problem of the big blue E.
Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, may seem like a bizarre comment from my dad, but I knew instantly what my dad was talking about. You see, I have to look after my parents when it comes to technology. Every time I visit them, I've got a different high-tech task booked in. Next time I go up, I'm putting in a new phone extension in their kitchen. I actually quite like it. Makes me feel needed. And a little bit like Steve Jobs. I've started wearing black polo necks and insisting on rounded edges. My dad's not confident with technology. He only recently got a computer, which he keeps in the spare room. It's freezing cold in there, and he keeps it under a white sheet. I thought the computer had died when I first saw it. The first IT lesson I gave him saw me telling him that it's very important to back everything up. No matter what you do, you should back it up. If you really need it, print it out. That's the rule. Then I showed him Word, and I showed him Outlook, and then we moved on to the internet. And I told him to click on the big blue E. But as anyone who has tried to teach an elderly friend or relative how to use a computer will know, they don't have the motor skills. My dad tried to double-click it, and then his hand just jerked to one side. So rather than double-click it, he simply picked up the big blue E, dragged it, and then dropped it in the recycle bin. I said, "Good God, Dad, what's happened?" He said, "Oh, I don't know, son. My hand just slipped." I said, "Where's the big blue E?" He said, "It's in that bin, son, there." I said, "Oh, God, Dad, you've deleted the internet." I mean, how could I resist, ladies and gentlemen? My dad said, "Is that bad?" I said, "Yeah, that's very bad. A lot of people were using that." And they're going to know it was you. You know, they can track that sort of thing these days. But my dad had somehow solved this problem.
I'm out of the woods, Tom. It's going to be okay.
What happened?
I was looking in the recycle bin and the internet was still there.
Oh?
Well, stands to reason the bin men don't come till Wednesday. So I clicked it and it said, "Would you like to restore the internet?" And I said yes.
Oh, that is a relief, Dad.
I know, but I don't want it to happen again. Not while I'm making my family tree. So I'm doing what you told me. I'm taking your advice.
Whoa, hold on a minute, Dad. You're not trying to back up the internet, are you? You can't back up the internet, Dad.
No, I'm trying to back it up. I'm printing it out.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is when I went to the gym. My dad's right, really. It is a bit of a waste of money. It's not even a great gym. I mean, take the swimming pool. It's so narrow, you have to do a length, get out, walk round and queue up again. Thanks to my mum and dad, I was now running late. And on Thursdays, between the hours of 3 and 4, the pool is closed for aquarobics. I'd only been in the pool for a few minutes when I noticed a pack of women arrive. Then this Australian woman with a head mic and a ghetto blaster bursts in and says to me, "I'm afraid the pool is closed for general swimming now. It's aquarobics for the next hour." And then she said, using the charm and grace so common to her nation, "Are you going to stay and join us or wimp out?" Now, it would have been perfectly acceptable at this point for me to make my excuses and leave. But, like the greatest living Yorkshireman, Geoffrey Boycott, I am incapable of ducking a challenge from an Australian. So I agreed to stay. After all, stepping from side to side and the occasional reaching up and out look no more strenuous than unpacking a weekly supermarket shop. In fact, less strenuous when you consider the fact that we've recently started keeping muesli low down and Rice Krispies high up. And I'll let you into a secret. I loved it, splashing around in there with all the ladies. I was having the time of my life. I suppose I must have looked a bit out of place, like the only bloke wearing a surgical gown in the queue for the antenatal scan. Anyway, aquarobics was fun, and it didn't seem for a moment like proper exercise.
Sheffield 61977.
Mum, it's Tom.
I can't quite hear you, love.
I know, sorry. It's just I can't lift the phone up to my face. I did aquarobics.
You did aquarobics? When?
4 days ago. Ever since, I've had this crippling pain in all 6 of my known muscles. Who knew water could be so heavy?
Are you all right, love?
Yeah, but I can't lift my hands above my head. I can just about stoop down to reach the muesli, but Rice Krispies are totally off the menu.
Oh, you shouldn't mess around with aquarobics, Tom. Mrs. Holmes from the church did aquarobics and broke a leg in 2 places.
From aquarobics?
Yes. Well, she was toweling off and she slipped on her own Veruca sock. But the point stands. Listen, do you want to hear my news? We've got a lodger. And he's a treasure, aren't you, Henry?
So are you, Mrs. W.
Huh?
Henry's here with me in the kitchen. We're baking a cake.
Yummy.
Hold on. There's no phone in the kitchen.
Oh, you know we always wanted an extension.
Yeah, I said I'd put it in for you when I next came up.
No need, love. Henry rolled up his sleeves and fixed it up within minutes. He's a marvel.
Least I could do for Maren's heart.
How long's he been there?
About 6 hours. Here, I'll put him on.
No, there's really no need.
Hello there. You must be Tomo.
No, I'm Tom.
That's not what your parents call you. They call you difficult child number 4.
So how did you come across my mum and dad?
Well, it was the luckiest of things. I'd been looking for ages, reading all the ads on Yorkshire's #1 online classified site.
Oh, yeah. E-Buy Gumtree?
Then there I was, volunteering as usual at the county records office. Love all that local history. When I ran into your dad.
Unlucky.
This place is perfect for me. The room, the people, the food, the insistence on regular church attendance. Bliss! I was saying to your dad, I feel like one of the family.
Oh, do you?
Your dad was saying, it's like I'm the son he's never had.
Well, apart from the 4 sons he's already got, obviously.
Ah, yes. Obviously.
Obviously. Can I speak to my mum now, please?
Sure.
Tom?
Mum, are you sure it's a good idea letting a strange bloke into the house? Did you get references? I mean, he could be on the lookout to steal stuff.
Oh, don't talk nonsense, Tom. The only thing Henry's stolen is the grey clouds away and let the sunshine back into our lives. Anyway, this was all your idea.
Yeah, I know, but...
Oh, I've got to go, Tom. I can hear your dad's come home. The three of us are heading down to the church. There's a family service. Bye, love.
Bye. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I was in a mood. I can handle someone coming along and cooking with my mum. I can handle someone helping my dad with his local history. But I will not tolerate someone else installing an extension in my parents' house. He's crossed the line. Well, he's installed the line, then he's crossed it. Anyway, I needed to focus on my fitness regime. I want to get my body in better shape. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wrigglesworth, you Apollo of a man. How can you improve on the perfection that's already there? But even so, I decided I want to find an exercise that was more manly, more physically demanding. Obviously, that's once I'd recovered from the physical demands of aquarobics. Hello?
Thomas, it's your granny.
Hello, Granny. I'm just back from the gym.
Oh, gyms now, is it? We didn't have gyms in my day. The only form of exercise we got was running from a doodle bug. What do you do in the gym?
Well, today I've been trying weightlifting. I've not done it before. It's in the part of the gym I've always known as Scary Corner. Full of blokes with necks wider than their heads.
Oh, they sound like bouncers.
Yeah, but weirdly, you can only get in if you're wearing trainers.
And did you enjoy it, Thomas?
Weights aren't there to be enjoyed, Granny. They're there to be lifted. Although, in my case, it's not so much weight lifting as weight touching.
It doesn't sound like your sort of thing.
Maybe. How are you?
I'm all right, Thomas. A couple of aches and pains, but it's their house, so I have to put up with them.
Having trouble with Mum and Dad?
Your father's obsessed with this family tree of his. All the Wrigglesworths from the 1500s to the present day. It's a right rogues gallery.
Oh, steady on.
Anyhow, I don't believe half the things it comes out with. Great-great-aunt Mildred married great-great-uncle Wilfred in 1891. Who cares? And how does he know? Was he there?
Well, he's been to the county records office, Granny. He's got proof.
Nancy at lunch club says she's got proof she had an affair with President Kennedy, but I don't believe it. Mind you, she won't have Meals on Wheels because she thinks they're a front for the CIA.
Granny!
Who's that?
It's that Henry.
Why is he calling you Granny? How come he gets to call you Granny?
Come on, Granny. I'll run you a bath.
What?
There's a warm towel waiting. Come on. Spit spot.
So, ladies and gentlemen, clearly Henry's got his feet right under the table. Whenever I go back to visit, it always feels like it's a massive imposition. But when a complete stranger crosses the threshold, it's, come in, make yourself at home. Feel free to bathe any member of the family you wish. I was really getting the hump with my parents, but that hump was nothing compared to the hump I had the next morning when I got an email from my dad. He'd finished the family tree and attached a copy. Now, for a start, he shouldn't have had the knowledge to be able to attach anything. This is a man who goes to pieces when faced with the big blue E. So I knew it couldn't have been him that made the attachment. It must have been the man I am now calling, in a tribute to one of the greats of English literature, Horrid Henry. And when I opened it, I saw the family tree, beautifully detailed. Every branch comprehensively sketched out from root to tip, stretching back to our earliest ancestors and coming to the present day with Richard and Catherine Wrigglesworth and their 5 children, John, David, Michael, and Amy. What the actual hell?
Sheffield 61977. Henry speaking.
You already know the number. I lived there for 18 years and I struggle to remember it. Is there anything you don't know? I suppose you even know what Great Uncle Edward did for a living.
He was a shoemaker, Tomo. I tracked down the records this morning. He was the first man to introduce the espadrille to South Yorkshire.
Can you put my dad on, please?
Bear with me. Richard, Tom for you. Not at all, my pleasure.
Hello, Tom.
Dad!
Oh, that Tom. What are you doing? Shouldn't you be at the gym?
I don't fit in there, and apparently neither do I fit into your family tree.
What are you talking about?
You've missed me off!
Nonsense. You're right there. Let me have a look. John, David, Michael, Amy. Oh, dear.
You see, I'm not on there.
Well, you're implied.
What rubbish is that?
Look, there's a gap for you. I must have forgotten to fill it in.
I don't want a gap. I want to be included. This family tree, it's a farce.
It's not a farce, Tom. This family tree has been researched and double-checked down to the last detail.
How can it have been when I'm not even on it? If you can't get the facts right regarding the children that you yourself have gone to the bother of siring, then how much chance is there of the rest of the ruddy thing being accurate?
If I could just interject at this point.
What? Dad?
Hello, Henry. Are you on the new extension?
What is this? I can't get rid of him.
I have to say, Tomo, I think you're overreacting.
I have to say, you keep out of this.
He's always overreacting, Henry. I don't know where he gets it from.
Yeah, who knows where I get it from? I mean, if only someone would draw my family tree.
I think, Tomo, that you should be showing a little more respect for what is an astonishing feat of scholarship.
Oh, do you think so, Henry?
Oh, yes, indeed I do. It's a most impressive piece of work, rigorous, but not without subtlety.
I tried to strike a balance between the needs of the casual enthusiast and the serious genealogist.
Effortlessly achieved.
I'm still here, you know.
Yes, we know you are, Tom, and all you're doing is causing a fuss when none's needed. To be honest, I wish you hadn't called.
Fine, I'm going now. I'll leave you alone with your Henry. I was fuming after that phone call, ladies and gentlemen, so I decided to channel that fury into my exercise regime. Now, I've had to stop going to the gym. I'm embarrassed about bumping into the girls from acroaerobics, and I'm terrified of bumping into the bouncers from weightlifting. So I've taken up running. That day it was quite good, probably due to that phone call. I was really giving it some. Perhaps powered by my fury, I'd slipped into a brand new gear, and for the first time, I felt like a proper runner. After a few miles, you start to ache all over. You're short of breath, and your whole body starts crying out for rest. That's the point where serious runners step up and push on through the pain barrier. For me, it was a point where I stopped for a fag. Hello?
Thomas, it's your granny. What's all that panting? Have you brought a dog?
No, it's just me. I'm having a run.
Right. Tell me what's going on. With all this carry-on, your dad says you've ruined the new phone extension for him. What's the problem?
They've missed me off the family tree, Granny. Just left a gap. I blame that Henry.
Oh, Henry.
Don't you start. I'm sure you think he's wonderful and perfect and all the rest of it.
Oh, no, he's not my cup of tea. Not what I call a proper cup of tea at all. He's more like one of them mocha cappuccinos. All frothy and nice to look at, but it goes through me like a stone in a wet paper bag.
Well, Mum and Dad think the world of him. But I'll tell you this, he might be charming, helpful and the rest of it, but he'll never be as fit as me. Actually, I'm going to have to give up running. I think I'm going slightly blind.
Tom, why are you doing all this exercise?
Well, it's about getting fitter, Granny. It's about the new me.
I didn't think there was anything wrong with the old you. Well, nothing that 15 years of therapy wouldn't sort out.
It's great, Granny. I'm getting healthy, and I'm loving it.
Are you?
No, but that's not the point.
Then what is the point, Thomas? Why are you doing it? I knew a chap who worried about keeping fit every day of his life, and in the end, it was the worry that did for him. He died of a stress-induced heart attack the day after his 103rd birthday.
Right.
If you enjoy it, then do it. But don't do it because you want to be someone else.
I suppose. To be honest, the last time I really enjoyed exercise was when I was doing acroaerobics.
Well, do that then, Thomas, if it's your thing.
It's not really my thing, but I've never felt more graceful.
You're like that Billy Elliot.
No, I'm not.
Now, about your mum and dad.
They've left me off the family tree, Granny. Them and their precious Henry.
Thomas, there's a big difference between being left out of the family tree and being left out of the family. Don't forget that.
I don't know what it is about my granny, ladies and gentlemen. She's got so much wisdom, and she always seems to know what you need to hear. She's like Yoda, in that she's really, really old, and she doesn't understand how mobile phones work. Hello?
Tom, it's Mum. Are you all right, love? I've been ever so worried about you. Have you recovered from all your exercising yet? Do you need me to come to London and get the Rice Krispies down for you?
I'm fine, Mum.
Right. Well, your dad wants a word. Richard, pick up the extension.
Hello?
Dad?
Listen, Tom,
Go on.
I just wanted you to know I've successfully repotted the family tree. All Wrigglesworths present and correct.
Thanks, Dad.
I don't know how you got missed off in the first place, son. I think what it was that you called while I was doing it, and I abandoned my work and ran to the phone because I was so eager to hear your voice.
Don't overdo it, Dad. Mistakes happen.
You'll be getting a copy in the second-class post.
Why don't you attach it to an email again?
Oh, I'm not sure I can go through all that palaver, Tom. I'm still printing out the internet. The computer keeps telling me to insert more paper. I'm only on page 9 out of 48 billion.
Well, Henry will show you how to do it.
Henry? Don't mention that name to us, Tom. You'll never believe it. It's dreadful. Henry turned out to be a con man.
Really? What did he steal?
Oh, he wasn't that sort of con man, Tom.
No, it was much worse than that. He lied about his grasp of local history.
Oh, heaven preserve us. Who can we trust nowadays?
We were having dinner. I can't remember what day it was.
We were having a stir-fry, so it was Thursday.
That's right. I was just mustering up the courage to bite into a baby corn, which I've never been entirely comfortable with as a concept. And we were talking about the final edition of the family tree. Henry had double-checked it against the local records, and he swore it was 100% accurate. And then Granny pointed out we'd missed off a whole branch of the family.
Really?
Yes, the Wild West Wrigglesworths. Whole load of them, according to Granny. Jason, Ben, Elizabeth, Jim Bob, Mary Ellen, Erin, and John Boy.
We're related to some of the first frontiersmen, Tom. That explains why I always feel a stirring when I pass a field of cattle.
Cast a whole new light on a whole bunch of things.
Henry had double-checked it, he said. How could he let me miss off whole chunks of a family? We ended up exchanging some very colourful words over the stir-fry. Tempers got heated. He ended up raising his chopsticks in anger at me, and that I will not have. He knows I can't use them. I showed him the door.
Oh, that's a shame. You must miss him, Mum.
Oh, no. To be honest, me and Henry had been finding less to talk about recently.
Also, we think he'd been trying on some of his mother's frocks. But now the family tree's done, I'll be able to spend some more time with her, like she's been after.
Oh, that'll learn her. Dad, I don't suppose I could speak to Granny?
Hold on. Mabel, pick up the phone down there. It's Tom. My favourite song.
Thomas?
Granny, you're a hero. You managed to get rid of horrid Henry.
I don't know what you're talking about, Thomas. All I did was point out a few gaps.
All that stuff about the Wrigglesworth Waltons, that was all made up, wasn't it?
One of the good things about getting to my age, Thomas, is that when you give your opinion about family history, anyone who could contradict you is already dead. Hold on, your dad's coming downstairs. There's something else he wants to say.
Tom, I was just wondering if you happen to be free next weekend. Thought you might like to come up for a visit.
Well, it's nice to be invited. I'll look forward.
You can help me sort out the computer. I think I've actually managed to get the recycle bin inside the recycle bin. I don't think anyone's ever done that before. It's a desktop paradox.
I'll be there, Dad.
And
look, I've got to go now.
Where are you racing off to?
Well, I don't really know how to tell you this, but I'm late for aquarobics.
Are you still doing that sissy swimming thing? Always thought you were a bit Billy Elliot.
It's not like that, Dad.
I'm glad you found somewhere that you fit in.
Oh, I guess.
Well, you go carefully, Tom, and we'll speak soon.
All right. Bye, Dad.
Bye, son.
Tom Wrigglesworth's Hang-Ups was written by Tom Wrigglesworth and James Kettle, with additional material by Miles Jopp. It starred Judy Parfitt, Paul Copley, Kate Anthony, David Reed, and my favourite son, Tom Wrigglesworth. The producer was Katie Tyrrell.